Welcome, everybody, to this week's episode of the Crypt Files, your once-weekly follow-up to the hit, the End of the End actual play Daggerheart 4-play podcast.
We got to tone down the racism in this podcast, guys.
It's becoming a problem.
I don't see any problems.
I don't feel like I...
I've been enjoying myself.
Well,
in fact...
it's a little weird that it's a turtle and 3 robots.
Yeah, I love
Sure.
it.
It's a weird dynamic, and it's strange, but I mean it's fun.
It is.
I'm enjoying the weird makeup of the group.
I do totally feel like High Rock would not bat an eyelash, at this
No.
point at all.
No, not at all.
It's funny to fuck around with it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I love about like D&D and TTRPGs is you can kind of put those things like with Star Trek on their heads and look at it from a different direction.
Yeah.
Like you can kind of poke fun and it like exist in the space of that, and I don't know, just like play around with it to get a new view.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I fucking loved
Talking about
when we were meeting the dean and you casually threw out like, yeah, they work the night shift. I was like, oh, that is like the perfectly wrong thing to
Oh,
do.
for sure, yeah.
It was
And all that
perfectly
is a
timed.
reference to
So nobody
Data
sees
doing the
them.
night shift, the
Yeah.
Delta shift on Star Trek. Like it's like like him trying to quickly like, no, it's okay. Like I have so and so friends, and it's like let me give you a list of reasons why I'm not, which is like a fun thing.
I
to play
employ
around
like
with.
60% robots.
Yeah.
It saves me a lot of money.
Yeah.
I am curious about what Napoleon what had like. There was something we had talked about where we were like, oh, we got to talk about that on the short rest, where you would show someone. You're like, oh, I taught you some things.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Fault Rock.
Yeah.
Hobbies.
Oh,
There's
some hobbies
There were
or
some
whatever.
stories or something.
Some hobbies or whatever.
Some hobbies. That's
yeah.
right. That you got him into.
When we met at the tobacco shop or the pipe shop, I introduced him to how to use like different pipes and the different kinds of
These
tobaccos.
pipes, this is great stuff. I love this. Yeah, that was what it
No
was.
euphemisms there.
There was no euphemisms
Okay.
whatsoever.
I don't know. I feel like there should be.
And yeah, sorry to like peel back like you trying to add that character to your backstory. It's just like that one being like this initial kind of
for
villain.
sure.
I have some specifics on how he. But please, like if you want to try and add backstories and connections as we're going, I'm very open to that.
And I'm unfamiliar with like kind of the more open-y style of Daggerheart, in terms of lore and stuff. And so should we just kind of go to you by default and say, do I know this person?
If you're
because I
if
felt
you'd
like
to,
this,
like we can roll for that, or I can
because I felt like
make
in this
sense.
moment, like the Bellthorn was that his name?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bellthorn
I
Kill.
felt like there could have been a connection there, at least some
I think
sort
there
of
could have been
familiarity.
absolutely, yeah.
I
And so
love that. Yeah.
I didn't want I felt like coming out saying, hey, I at least have seen the guy on the docks or something like that. But then it kind of felt like no, that wasn't there, and so I just want to make sure that I'm not.
No, you were good. I was
wrong.
thinking. I think I was pulling back a little bit on that because, like, what I'm doing in the moment is creating this character and trying to figure out where
Right.
he is as we're going.
Put some
And I'm like,
some guardrails
I'm like,
on it.
hold on. I don't want to add that quite yet.
Right.
And it's like, as I
We
now,
all know him,
yeah. And it's like now I actually do think you would have known the name at least,
right?
But this guy's maybe more of like a mob guy and not interested in the fights.
He doesn't get dirty.
I do.
The name, I think you would know.
And I was coming at it from like more of the legitimate side of
Like,
because he was a
works with dogs.
supplier,
Yeah.
and like we frequently are dealing with supply issues and stuff like that, and so that's kind of where my mind went from it. But
Yeah.
I don't want to.
I mean, I kind of.
No, I think your initial instinct
Dirty
was
anything.
correct. Absolutely.
Okay.
I do like the Bellthorn character.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he
too.
seems like a sleazy New Jersey like soprano.
I liked your
mobster.
I liked your voice.
Your
and
accent was really
yeah.
good.
It's
fun.
just going for a budget Fisk, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, the Target brand Fisk.
yeah.
I did like that. That was one thing. Like, I was gonna kind of lean into like the same way Caleb was like, "Well, I know this guy," but then you kind of were like, "Well, he knows you," and I was like, "I'll let that
All
play
right,
out."
yeah.
You know, it's like okay,
all right,
like we'll see what happens. And that was kind of fun being able to, kind of play into my reputation or whatever. And That was exciting.
So, is there going to be a lot of murdering?
So that's something we should definitely talk about because that was a big part of the first half of this.
That was the first episode of the 2 we just recorded.
It did go on a long time. And here's the thing. Yeah, as riveting or not of a radio program as it makes it, it's like I feel like it was important to everybody's characters, and I guess it
was more about fleshing it out for you, like figuring out what kind of
where
character
do I land
and
all that.
I would say that I really enjoyed the idea where Belcher was like taking on the memories meant that they're not gone.
Yeah.
And like that as like with the idea of like the large mushroom as it was, like that makes sense. Like that is a big like cultural shift of like if you were a mushroom in a mushroom community where you all shared the same hive mind,
right?
Then that would be something difficult. That would be a culture shock of like, well, I murdered him, sure, but he still lives on within me, so he's not dead.
Yeah.
Like I really liked that aspect.
I was thinking about that when we were going because I was like trying to think of ways in which it could be justifiable as like not a bad thing or whatever in my mind. It's like I don't want to like make light of like killing people in real life or whatever. And like, I think metagame, like, I kind of regret killing the guy, ultimately because I didn't know that it was like important to not fucking kill him or whatever. I was just like, we're playing tabletop. Yeah, my guy cuts his throat,
Well, I think the thing with it is we're living in this world that Alex created that is like more of it has its issues, but there's the idealism, like the way that we want things to be. Yeah. And murder is not something I really want to be associated with.
Yeah, and I don't blame you. And I'll say like just metagaming, I think like we touched on this when we were all kind of introducing our characters, like before we rolled dice for real, is like, we have this like sort of idealized thing that we're going for, and Leon doesn't want anything to do with murder, but like that's Belcher's origin.
That's more
stories.
Milo. Like I'm just kind of like I would like to live in a world where that.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, you're right. In like real life, 100%.
I feel
it's kind of like how children can't be hurt in our world.
I do like that too.
Yeah.
For me, I think at least keeping that in mind, especially coming from last season where like that was the answer was like murder. Mm-hmm. I think with this setting, it's interesting to at least keep it in mind that, like murder has consequences. Like, and for sure that's like happening all over the city. Like it's like I was saying, this is like cyberpunk shit. This is,
well, I mean, it had huge consequences in our last campaign as well.
For sure.
Where it completely changed all of our trajectory.
And that's one of the things I keep coming back to is like, damn, is this just like the curse of like the beginning of the... Because like if I could rewind it, like maybe I just wouldn't have killed him and we wouldn't have to...
One of us will do the murder at the beginning.
Right.
And
it's not an uncommon thing for what we're doing. TTRPGs. Like this is... Yeah, a conversation that always happens.
Every
like
video game, that is the thing you do.
So and like metagaming it, I was like distracted, like looking at my character sheet and all this, and then it was like, oh, well, yeah, okay, I'll go ahead and I'll go kill him. I just like came at it. Not like it was my turn because there's no turns in this fucking game, but
and I don't even think it registered in the moment what was happening. Like that's why I was playing along and being like, he's on top of me and whatever. I literally don't remember you saying that you.
It was very quick.
Throat.
It was like I attack him. Did you want to do anything? It's like, oh, I always kill. It's like, okay, he's dead, and now we're having to deal with this.
We're dealing with this.
But I like the idea of it being at least something to think about. Like it should be a decision. Of whether you take that action or not, because I want that to lead to consequences down the line, one way or the other, and also, but also from the enemies as well against you guys. Like I want to have like if I want to tilt a fight and take you guys out, like they're gonna operate under those same kind of rules where like they're not gonna kill you, but they're gonna drop you down unconscious because like something else is happening. Yeah, the objective is elsewhere, not just murking the heroes.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to look at it as disassembling people. So I feel kind of like the weight of the moral responsibility of murder has been lifted off my character.
Must be nice.
And me.
Yeah.
And put that on anyone and everyone else.
Yeah.
Like I haven't really done anything wrong.
You haven't.
I wonder if the reason why Maverick is the only one standing out amongst the three is because of his wrongful conviction. Like, if there's something tied into that has given him like an extra sense of guilt about it.
Oh, interesting.
And so he's like hyper aware and empathetic about that kind of a thing. Like
See, and if you want to get into the character motivation, it's an interesting aspect too of the mushroom thing we were talking about this afterlife or whatever. Is like
that was cool.
That was cool.
And
metagaming the character stuff is like Belcher became the mushroom guy when they tried to fucking kill him in his robot life, and then he gets a second life as a mushroom guy. So it's like,
and I got killed.
It's like, oh, you know,
regular life, and now I'm a robot guy.
Right. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
But see, I guess that's the difference. Like, for me, I'm just like, well, these motherfuckers, my whole world was being fucking murdered and brought back to life, essentially. And so I'm going to make them fucking pay.
Yeah, interesting.
So it'll be fun to do that.
And I think with Leon, he's seen the consequences of these kinds of actions.
Indiscriminate.
And he has to deal with them in his life. And he makes the moral choice to protect people.
It's an interesting perspective. Hovering over the three of us.
Protecting his client.
I do like that. It'll be interesting to see how it goes.
I'm glad we got that settled up, like at the very beginning. Like, hey, you represent us now, right? like.
And I think going forward too, maybe I should make this clear, because I think part of the hang up about the way that Belcher was communicating, I don't want to be disrespectful or anything like this, but I was thinking about this the last couple sessions, like, I think like Belcher might be like maybe on the spectrum a little bit. Like, he's very much like, so we're
not understanding,
like very
not
literal,
reading.
very literal.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
yeah.
But see, that's the thing, we were talking, like, what was one of the things Caleb said? And I was like, as Belcher, I was like, I can't rationalize that at all, because you're like putting all of these like unspoken aspects in it. You're talking about like lines,
read between the lines,
and my inflection and stuff like that. Yeah,
I mean, I can't infer from
Mav,
these things,
like Caleb, your explanation for it never touched the actual issue.
Yeah,
it was always around the issue.
What's funny is that I, Mav, Caleb, whatever, felt like it was that way for you. Like, you were not addressed, like you were addressing only the reason why you are in the clear, not the right and wrong. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I see. It is funny because we touched on like two kind of polar
exactly.
points of it. Like, because I definitely feel like I was explaining the right and wrong, rather than like, I don't think Belcher sees the right or wrong. Like, there isn't a right or wrong.
I think it
seemed
that's
very
how you played that
practical.
was that the right and wrong of it all has not been explained in any way.
Right.
It was like, if this,
So it's kind of funny. We came at it like, you're from the North Pole, I'm from the South Pole. We're explaining these things, but like your controller is upside down and mine's, you know. I don't know. It'll be fun to see explain. And then I kind of casually threw out like I don't make jokes.
Good luck with that one.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to hold to that a little bit and see where
that'll
that takes
be
me.
Funny in itself.
That's
I
what
feel like.
Well, it reminds me of back in back in the Chaotic Amateurs days as Duroc, where I would constantly have the like, I had the running gag of like, Common wasn't my first language, and so like things tripped me.
You
up.
didn't get jokes and stuff.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll see.
That's funny.
It's fun to be a talkie character, but I need practice.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
I don't
you
talk.
had some
I don't talk enough in real life to be able to talk like I want to talk in game.
Yeah,
it's a tricky thing. And then I kept thinking about that too, like with the circle of truth thing, where I was like, oh, easy. I'll just give like the double answer or whatever, like the double truth or whatever. You know, the Fey way, right? Where you don't lie, but you certainly spin quite a truth, you know? And then I couldn't think of anything fast enough. And he's like, no, just answer the question. I'm like, fuck, this is hard.
I think Maverick was more about like, okay, I'm going to pick the true thing to say. Like there are a lot of not lies that I could tell them. I just am very
You came up with a
selective
couple good ones.
about the one that I put forward.
Well, we haven't got paid for it.
Yeah.
that was
a good
That was
one.
really good. That was really good. And that was like one of the things I was excited about High Rock in general was like this idea of this place where people don't lie that often because your word is all you have.
Right.
I did end up lying to the bartender, which I was thinking about, like, I'm conflicted about lying, but not killing you. But
Should I have lied to him?
I don't know. I'm still weighing that one because I was thinking like it could be an interesting way to play it as to be more interested in telling the truth and having the double truths locked and loaded and all that type of stuff. But
I almost asked Belthorn
Belthorn Kell.
who speaks for him because
For sure.
I kind of hinted at that because I was like,
somebody
I know
said
who all speaks
something
for us.
right?
Yeah.
I think it might have been you that like poked that into my brain, and I was
Yeah.
like, I was about ready to ask him on our way out.
Yeah.
Like, by the way, like who speaks for you?
Right.
Because we've been asked that. We have not asked anybody in game that question.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a very valuable
It'll come
telling
up.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think like Belcher thinks like just from his dealings with the shady underbelly of things, like Belcher's never going to ask somebody who meets people in a basement after,
Right.
you're not going to ask him.
Criminal code kind of a thing.
It's like
It's
whoever
like, would
speaks for him, I don't
he would he
trust.
take
Yeah.
offense to that? Like that's immediately kind of like what I'm thinking of. Like in that scenario where he's kind of like you're in his house
Like,
and you're asking
you're
something
questioning
from him.
my
You're
integrity.
questioning mine. Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
Like that's
You
how
came-
that might
but-
come off.
You came here knowing what you were coming here to talk about.
But
Like,
what if it was
so-
one of the guys flanking the guy talking to the guy? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like
if
I'm
they
in
were
the
like being rude
background.
to you or like questioning you or something.
Yeah.
I think then that would absolutely be something. And then he would say like his boss speaks for him, and then you turn to the boss and be like, this guy's being rude as hell. What? And then like you confront him about that,
Yeah.
and then he has to deal with that.
Yeah.
Like
too many unwritten rules for Belcher. I'm just not going to ask.
We're finding them all out.
and that is these first few episodes, we're still figuring out the system. I'm still trying to figure out how to weave a story in this setting that we have.
Well, I
like
think-
it was a lot of just,
Yeah.
like, go to this guy and talk to him, and then go to this guy and talk to him. and then go,
Yeah.
and
The
it's
setting
like,
thing makes it really different because it's not the world that we live in. It's its own kind of thing,
Yeah.
and like trying to navigate like the norms of the world that we created is
And like I'm wanting to,
interesting.
elicit that feeling of this place where it's like it's who you know, and like you have to go through these, different layers of it. And I also want like these different layers to be things. Like keep this in mind, like these different mechanism in the world that sometimes may seem to hamper you. You can use those same things in like your favor.
Right.
The thought I had of like this was the initial like one shot we did with the tower crows coming after you, right?
Right.
And it's like that feels like I'm putting cops in the setting to make it so you don't do dangerous things. But that also means that if somebody were like chasing you or you chasing them, you could make it so like if you make the scenario so
Right.
that they're being dangerous, the tower crows will go after them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you make the scenario like for somebody else where it points the eyes at them, that'll like
Right.
something will come of it.
It's almost a currency to use.
Yes.
Kind of a way.
Yeah.
I have to say, I absolutely love the way everyone jumped on Maverick
that was
when
great.
when he brought up the contract.
Yeah.
I did like that.
That was hilarious.
that was
I always forget that you're a foreigner until you do shit like that. I'm like, this idiot.
yeah. Those are the moments that really make High Rock feel alive.
Yeah.
Like it's like we all know why
He's
that
not one of us.
doesn't make
Get him.
sense. And it's like because we all live in this in this world.
But I did really appreciate your whole thing with the wind resin and how he didn't get it. And I was like,
that was good. That was good.
I was like, this guy's just a regular old worker like the
Yeah.
rest of us.
Because
I
if
know
you
my
work with your
stuff.
hands, if you work
Yeah.
at the warehouses, then
no
you know
idea,
about this
man.
stuff.
It's something that these guys deal with.
The
And
radical.
yeah, I'm glad you pulled up the
wiki.
the thing of it because it's like that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Like there was a reason it was that thing specifically that he was wanting.
I like it. I
That's
like
cool.
it all.
This was a great episode. Yeah, I wish we could have kept going because I'm excited to see what's next.
Yeah.
Honestly, the thing I'm most excited about is setting up my apartment on the rest.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Did you two talk about that becoming our kind of
that's
mansion?
just,
or
I just love the idea of it
Okay.
because
Yeah.
we need to take care of Resty.
Yeah. We've got a very friendly familial relationship now with this piece of land.
Yeah.
Like why wouldn't
And it makes sense for us to kind of come around it
Yeah.
and be a part of the rest.
Do you think Beatrix is going to be an asset or a liability or a little bit of both?
asset. Yeah, no, she's definitely on our side in terms of wanting the truth and finding things.
I mean,
out.
she's on her side, and if you align her side and your side's, your
guess that's true,
endeavors
yeah.
together, then
We just got to get
she'll
that
take
Venn diagram to
path with
cram
you.
over.
Yeah.
Me and Beatrix our sides have been aligned many times.
Yeah, but I'm
She
not
didn't
so
even
sure
know
that
it.
I want to align with yours. That's the thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to throw her off the rock.
and we have our own rock to throw stuff on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw some people.
Belcher, you're looking kind of excessive right now.
Excessive.
Oh, I also
About
like
throwing
the
people off
idea
rocks?
No.
where the
Excess
deans
goes.
Oh.
where the deans are going to use like the bottom part, the docks area.
Yeah.
of
That's the
the
first
rest.
part of like more stuff. Because at some point, like I don't know when I want to drop this, but like the other unions are going to be interested,
Oh, for sure.
and it's like
yeah.
it's going to be like how much of that do you want? It's like what deals do you want to put together? It's like this is a resource on High Rock, and people are interested.
Well,
And I liked the way you tied it in too with like the whole, because at first I was like, why should I be interested in this? And you're like, well, excess goes to waste or whatever. I'm like, oh yeah.
yeah. Well, the corporate interest part will start coming in of these
Yeah.
different factions.
It,
yeah,
like
people will start trying to use the resource, and it will be up to you to either like say no or guide them a certain way or like take the deals or
Yeah. There's a part of me that's like I'm really trying to enjoy this moment and these sections because I feel like it's going to become one of these things where we're gonna have to deal with the rest. And like
oh yeah.
yeah.
all of the things that are going to come
Well, I
from
mean-
just being a part of it.
Yeah, I knew from the get-go, and I've known for a while that eventually it's not going to just be us sitting on this floating rock.
No. Yeah. it's a thing.
Eventually already we've had people try to plunder it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, we even had to kill one of them.
yeah, we had to do that.
It was necessary.
It was necessary.
I'm glad you guys agree.
You have to strike fear in the heart of your enemy. So
it's a
I
nuance,
know the other entities that exist on High Rock are going to start coming to this. I mean, it's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
And I mean, the knowledge of you can talk to it, I think, is like really vital. So it's like once people figure that out, because that will get out. And
Well,
I mean,
there's a story about it.
We just told the journalist,
Yeah.
which probably was a mistake, but who knows?
I don't think so.
It's necessary for the story that we're creating where we're taking over the rock and kicking everybody off.
I think it creates like the precedence of like this is the new normal, and it also kind of keeps our name. It controls the narrative and keeps our name away from the heist as well because we looped Beatrix into it, and she's protecting her sources hopefully. So I don't know, she might change her mind, but also then
Yeah, I think
she's
this
on
is
a
gonna
really high rock.
draw way more attention.
yeah.
No, yeah,
and
it's going to be.
Yeah, I've been trying to instill that like in the episodes of like it's there and it's interesting and people know about it.
Yeah.
And it's like that'll be as
That's
we-
why
as
I'm
we go
trying to
forward,
enjoy
it'll be-
this moment and these
Yeah.
these early episodes because it's like, oh, this is
Yeah,
gonna
it's gonna get
this is
chaotic.
complicated.
I am excited for the next episode though because it's like our first like mission, our first quest. It's gonna be like a little dungeon, but it'll be this apartment complex with something there, and we'll see how you guys deal with it.
It feels like a cyberpunk mission.
Yeah,
Go to apartment building,
get
get
thing.
that one quest, the drugs basically.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Well,
what's-
raw
bring it
wind
somewhere
resin
else.
is
yeah.
a drug if you use it right.
It can be used to make drugs.
mean, if
it can be
you
used to make
anything
anything.
right.
It's magic. It's magic wind energy.
The best kind of drug.
Here's a scenario I can already sense happening is because like everyone here so far, I mean, especially in the short rest, was like, we don't want to do murder, but there's gonna come a point where someone is threatening some NPC we really love, and then we'll be like, we don't want to murder, and then I'll have to just evaporate the guy, and then you guys will be like, okay, I guess that's fine, because he was gonna kill Resty or something.
Yeah.
I'll be like, well, is it really murder?
Yeah. Now it's justified. Yeah. I don't know. That's just what I was thinking about. I was like, yeah, who knows?
We're gonna need some. See what Belcher was getting at. We're gonna need some stricter definitions about what constitutes murder. That way, if you guys don't want me to cross any metaphorical
it feels pretty black
lines,
and white. It feels pretty black and white.
Well, to you. Fair enough. Okay.
Anyways,
I mean, while you guys were having that conversation, I was like, God, if I was just like, if I could just go in there, I could explain it to Belcher, like me, mano a mano, I could do it.
You could have.
You're talking around it. You're talking around. You're not. He's asking you questions. I can speak the same language.
I got a sense of
well,
you,
if you piped in
like
even
sitting
a
on
couple
your
times,
hands
I was like,
a little
see,
bit.
Alex, guess where I'm going with
You
this.
100%. Because this makes sense.
I can't even remember what Caleb said, and my answer at the end was like, "Fine, I understand." You know, like
Right?
can't even
No.
remember what
You're
you said.
saying it's bad to kill.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, we agree that you shouldn't kill. It's like, it's not what I said. I said you said it's bad to kill. And it's like, yeah, that's 100%
exactly
what you said.
what it was. Yeah. Anyway, it'll be a fun recurring theme to explore. Any final parting words of wisdom for our listeners?
I'm enjoying my character.
I am too.
I'm liking
This is
the
fun.
chaos.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's fun. We are having fun.
Excellent. Well done. Well, until next time, guys, this has been the Crit Files, your Thursday follow-up to the hit, the end of the end, actual play D&D Daggerheart 4-play podcast. We'll be back on Monday. Find out what happens next. Grab your sword, keep on adventuring.